All right, guys, we got some breakfast coming up here. Who's ready for some?
Hey, but I got steak going on the grill right now.
Mike, that smells so delicious. Can I get a, let's see, bacon, egg, and cheese?
Oh, I got you right here.
Thank you. Well, guys, probably the most popular trend and feature in new construction and remodel has to be outdoor living.
Well, that's why today we're going to be talking about outdoor living trends and why outdoor living has become so popular to so many people.
True.
One of the big reasons for the explosion in outdoor living are all of the health benefits. So better sleep, reduced depression, and think about your breathing, better breathing.
This bacon is not better health. I'll step well.
Oh. Yeah, but the sausage is going to go well with it. And right now, with 75% of the people out there who are looking at building, buying, or remodeling, they're all trying to find that seamless transition from indoor to outdoor living.
And you know what's interesting is 50% of everybody now is either thinking about setting up for an outdoor grill and or kitchen, or they're going to be doing it this year.
Mm-hmm. And you can see why the two outdoor grills here at the Monaco have been so popular.
Let's talk about what we did here at the Monaco to make this outdoor space so good.
Ooh.
He mentioned the flat top. We've got the flat top back here so we can have breakfast like Mike's doing. We can have hibachi, that's one of my favorites.
So great.
And then we've got this awesome grill to make steaks like Tony G's doing over there.
Well, and then whenever you cook, you do have the cleanup, but we have an outdoor sink with the faucet to make the cleanup even easier. And then downstairs, I like the breakfast sandwiches, but pizza's my favorite. We've got the pizza oven, easy to bake and serve right away.
Well, the breakfast is great, the pizza is great, but the kegerator down there with all the favorite beers on tap, that's probably the best part about all that.
Well, as you can hear, we're all saying that outdoor kitchens and outdoor food cooking capabilities have become one of the most popular trends over the last decade. And these outdoor kitchens have really grown to so many more outdoor features that we're going to go into here.
Well, all of the entertaining with your meals outside leads to more conversation areas. So after you eat, you need a place to sit, which led to bigger furniture, big couches, lounge chairs. So again, we need bigger patios and bigger verandas for
You
that.
see how large that sectional is downstairs?
I know.
I don't think we could get much bigger.
Also leads to more lighting outdoors. You can see what we've done here at the Monaco. Also leads to, doesn't hurt Mike's feelings any, leads to more landscaping. If you come out here, you can see Mike had a hay day.
And flowers.
Yes.
Well, as you can see, it leads us here at the Monaco to talk about all of these amazing trends and features that we have for outdoor cooking and outdoor living.
Well, you know what? It's ready to start the show, but you know what we should do? Why don't you guys watch this? There are some amazing hot kitchens, get it? Hot kitchens that you need to see.
You might even say that they're smoking hot, Tony.
That's pretty good
there
too.
We go.
We got good dad jokes.
Dad jokes.
Steak's
Why
done.
is there breakfast,
Where's
guys?
our food?
Come on.
We don't have any breakfast.
Welcome to Between the Studs. We are Granite Ridge Builders, custom home builders serving northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and also parts of southern Michigan. We've been building custom homes for more than 2.5 decades, and we're really passionate about what we do. So join us today as we explore the processes, the trends, and expert tips that characterize today's new home. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back. As we said earlier in the episode, our Between the Studs show is all about new construction and remodeling the hottest trends, and which are outdoor living at your own personal home.
And Kayla, I know you've told me several times, no more projects this year for us.
I have.
But after seeing all of those amazing outdoor kitchens, I think we need to install one. We need one at our house.
I mean,
You know, it's interesting that historically speaking, that outdoor living, outdoor cooking, outdoor kitchens has been around a lot longer than even indoor kitchens and cooking. It wasn't until the 1700s when cooking went from the outside to the inside with the iron stove. Before that, they used coal and they used wood. And it was very smoky and it was hot in the summertime. And so we understand why it was popular then. And now it's popular again.
And Tony, no jokes about Lonnie and I seeing that back in the 1700s.
Well, my joke were actually going to be about, sounds like Mike's everyday cooking with all that. But the interesting part about what Lonnie is saying is that indoor kitchen with all the cabinets and all the appliances, that's really been around less than 100 years.
Yeah. And Tony, you know, I can remember about 60 years ago, when I was about 10 years old, my grandparents had a house downtown right near Weiser Park off of Hamilton Avenue. And it was, guess what? A Sears
gotta be
Foursquare. This was identical. And if you look at this, you can see that the kitchen is so small. It only had maybe a refrigerator. My dad said he remembers the ice, you know, the pick. Then they got a small
But
refrigerator.
did they get that delivered to them every
They
day?
did. Actually, they did. And it had an iron stove. It had a sink. And the other thing, I think it had a Hoosier cabinet, but no other cabinets.
Well, floor plan design has been changing drastically over the last 70 years. And one of those drastic changes has been the open floor plan concept where the kitchen is open, the nook is open to other rooms, as well as those two spaces being open to the outdoors with this indoor-outdoor trend.
And historically, that open concept can be traced back to one of Granite Ridge's favorite architects, Frank Lloyd Wright. In the early 1900s, Wright was credited with creating the prairie style, which had that open concept. But today's style, today's prairie style, really blends that outdoor, indoor, and makes that one big open concept. It really blurs the line between when you're outdoors and indoors, which really makes it kind of one seamless design.
And Luke, like you said, Frank Lloyd Wright really wanted to blur the lines between indoor and outdoor. He wanted to create a harmony between your indoor living areas and the natural landscapes around you. Now, Granite Ridge, we've really tried to accent those features by adding 8x8 sliders, 8x16 sliders, these really big outdoor windows. It just really blurs those lines in between indoors and outdoors.
You know, Mike, what's interesting? Frank Lloyd Wright grew up on a farm, his cousin's farm, up in Wisconsin. It's kind of like you, growing up on a farm, but you're a landscape, natural. You'd like to be outdoors more so than inside anything.
Yeah, I like to just step out the door and be able to pee whenever I want.
Don't say that. Cut!
That's so good.
And the truth comes out.
So we invite you to come out here to the Monaco or any of our models to see that incorporation of beautiful glass doors and windows, incorporating that indoor and outdoor living area.
So really, how important is outdoor living in our hectic society today and the world we live in? Well, according to the experts, 90% of us believe that outdoor living is somewhat important to how our lives live.
Absolutely, and 73% of construction professionals say that indoor-outdoor trend is going to be the most popular this year. So the question is, when did this indoor-outdoor design trend really start and why?
Well, it really made a comeback during COVID, and then now over the past couple years, it's everyone who comes in needs some sort of outdoor living. And we're thinking about all the health benefits too. People want the fresh air and they want to be out with nature. So we're all realizing that more because of COVID.
As much as we need a home, a Granite Ridge home, we need the outdoors. And when we compare those two together, wow, we can reduce stress. We can help improve our mental health and our physical health. Also, I don't know how it works, but supposedly as we gain sunlight or utilize sunlight, it helps us sleep at night. I guess if you have your sunglasses on, but I don't know. But anyway.
Well, it's the sunshine vitamin, as they like to call it, or that vitamin D. It really helps your muscles and helps your bones. And Tony, I've been going to talk to you about getting an outside office because it's supposed to lower my blood pressure. So I would really appreciate if we could work on that.
I have an outside office. You guys can come outside and help anytime you want.
Well, and speaking of that, Mike, being outside does promote just physical activity. When you're outside, you just are more physical. It's a proven fact. And us as parents, we know when our kids are spending a lot of time outside, we call that they're getting accidental exercise. So they don't know it, but they're being healthy playing outside.
Also, picking up on Tony's point, if we are outside, it does reduce sleeping on the job.
That's really true. Well, now that we've listed why outdoor living is so important, let's list some of the top features and trends this year.
Well, as we've talked about here just at the Monaco in our two kitchens, we have outdoor grills, outdoor flat tops, smokers, pizza ovens, even kegerators and sinks and refrigerators. Like, you could live outside. You'd never have to go back in the kitchen.
What about fire pits and even fire tables, the design aspect of things?
We've got upscale furniture with furniture that, I mean, it looks like it could go indoors, really, if we're being honest.
Working from home outdoor spaces, as you've requested, Tony.
Privacy fences, lots of trees to give yourself privacy, shrubs, anything to kind of make your backyard an oasis where no one else can see you.
Is that giving you privacy or helping you?
Good point.
I'll just say both and we can move on from that. Thank you, Charity. I'm a little hurt right now.
All right, well, I think that's enough talking about it. I think the best way to show our audience this is to go play. I mean, demonstrate all of these wonderful trends and features. So let's start experiencing the Monaco.
I like it.
Do it. I'm really hurt right now, Charity.
I cannot wait.
Elizabeth, we've had many model homes. We've looked at all kinds of things. We've had all types of decor, but this one right here has been with us almost the whole time, and I didn't even know she had a name.
Well, she does, and we got her as a puppy. They said she'd be really small, so we named her Itsy Bitsy.
I think they lied when it comes to that. One thing that's not itsy bitsy is this massive patio here at the Monaco.
This covered front porch is huge. It's over 460 square feet. We call this a social front porch. And as you can see, this is a place for social gatherings. It's a wraparound porch. It's deep. It's wide. We have this comfortable furniture on it.
Historically, social front porches were really a gathering place, and they go back to the early 1700s. And this is where people got all of their news.
They did. It was a place to greet your company, to sit out here, maybe have tea or coffee. And then over time, you know, even in recent years, we've seen front porches dwindle and go away. But there's been a big resurgence, especially with COVID. People wanted to be outside. You know, you want to see what's going on. So we're doing a lot of big front porches.
Also, when you look historically, the front porch could also be used for cooling off because they didn't have air conditioning back in the 1700s.
It could, and even on this front porch, we have ceiling fans. We have another wonderful model that's for sale in Grayson Heights that also has a gorgeous front porch with a fan and a lot of seating. And we've dressed this one up. We have brick pavers. We have a nice wrought iron railing. So this is a place you want to invite your friends and family over to.
And it's just so welcoming with all of the ferns that we have here and that built-in irrigation that we did for those to really make this front porch a social front porch again.
Now let's go into a little more detail on front porches.
One term for a porch is the wraparound porch, just like this one.
And then of course there's the farmer's porch. You see this a lot where the porch spans across the entire front of the home, and it's usually 6 to 8 feet deep for seating.
Now the other Tony on the show likes this one. It's the portico. It's an Italian name for lots of columns.
There's the bungalow porch. So this is also across the entire front of a bungalow style home. Again, it's very deep, perfect for a swing.
Carolina porches, sometimes called a rain porch. These are used for those hard summer rains. They're about 4 to 6 foot deep, and normally the ceilings are painted blue.
And then there's an Arizona porch. This is sometimes screened and used for hot days.
And then there's also the loggia, an outdoor porch or quarter that can wrap all the way around the house.
Tony, I love this front porch here at the Monaco. Right now there's a nice breeze coming through. We can see everything that's happening out in the neighborhood, and the furniture is not too bad either.
And we can become social with all the neighbors who come walking by.
Mike, all these outdoor activities, and are you flying the drone?
Yeah, but look at that shot. That looks so good.
wow.
We can see everything that everybody's doing out here.
Yep.
Live up to the drone there. So.
All right, well, as you can see, we've got a lot of activity behind us, and all about Granite Ridge and Choice Designs, we're all about the family.
Yep.
And we spend a lot of time getting to know our clients, people that we're building a home for, to understand what their family's needs are and designing a house that fits those needs and needs in the future as well.
Yeah, and we have a favorite saying here at Granite Ridge: a family that plays together is a family that stays together. So we have a huge list of all of our favorite outdoor activities and games and things, so we're going to go through those with you now.
Yeah, well, and obviously you can see right behind us, we've got a pickleball court here at the Monaco. Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the United States. Over 50 million people are playing it. I can't really say what they're doing behind us is playing it, but they're giving it their attempt.
They're just setting themselves up for a visit to the doctor is what they're doing back there.
But we poured this concrete slab. It can double as several other things. We could put a basketball hoop on it.
Absolutely.
You know, we could use it for other type of activities. So it can take on a lot of different.
Excuse me. Oh. Sorry. Don't hurt yourself, Tony.
Mike, what else do we got out here?
So you can see behind us, we have a game called Battle Golf back here. It's Velcro balls that you swing and you hit them onto a Velcro screen, and it's one of the coolest. Oh my goodness! Ow! But they're not very good either. You can see that over there. But then we also have some cornhole going on behind us here. They're actually doing pretty good over there, which is surprising. Out of all of the teams out here, they're the best ones. So
we've got life-size chess. There's so many games that you could play outdoors, and that's why we created this large grassy area down here.
It looks like a country club out here. You can see, even if you're not doing as many activities, you could be sitting on the swing down here by the creek, overlooking the creek, and it is just a nature lover's paradise out here as well.
The imagination is your limit. And whatever you guys can imagine it, we can make it happen. And you can see how fun everybody's having behind us. That's what we want to recreate for all of our families that we build for, is a space that they can create memories with their family.
And look, there's one thing that we do have to show the audience. We have that swim spa up there, and we have a special guest guests that we need to introduce them to as well.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Did you bring your swimsuit?
I forgot it. I think I'm going in my whitey tighties. All right, Luke, we have a little bit of a local celebrity here with us. We have Jordan Glassley. She's going to be a junior here at Carroll High School. Jordan actually just won the state championship in the 200 IM.
Well, we knew we weren't going to get in to demonstrate this, so we had to bring Jordan here to show us how this Master Spa Michael Phelps version, or we're going to start calling it the Jordan Glassley version, how this thing really works. We kind of call it like a treadmill, but for water.
Yeah, Jordan, so as somebody who can actually swim, why don't you show us how this works, and we'll stand up here and watch.
So as Jordan's getting in, there's basically a bunch of jets on the far end of this, which creates a current, and now she's starting to swim against it. So the advantage is you don't need a massive lap pool. She could sit there and swim mile after mile, or in our case, a few feet after a few feet, and again, never have to run out of pool.
And you don't have to be a state champion level swimmer to use this pool. It could just be a recreational pool for anybody like you or me.
Yeah, so some of the advantages of this one has the pool side, but also has a hot tub, so she can get right out after post-workout and get into the hot tub. But the advantage of this compared to a normal pool is first, the size it takes up. So some people have a smaller lot. This works perfect for a very, very small footprint.
Yeah, and you get to use it all year round. A normal pool, you get to use it about 6 to 8 months out of the year, and then the other time it's covered up, it's closed up, and then you have a little bit of an eyesore. This, you can use 12 months out of the year. You could be out here swimming in the winter because you can turn the temperature all the way up on this side and all the way up on this side.
Yeah, and then generally speaking, this is gonna be a less of a cost for the install than a traditional pool.
Maintenance is a lot easier as well.
Yep, so there are a lot of advantages to this type of a swim spa. As you can see here at the Monaco, we love it, but you know, it also can be used just for swimming purposes. It don't need to be an exercise, so.
You could use this for a whole lot of fun.
Oh, what?
Oh! Whoa!
Checkmate.
Okay, this looks like a good spot, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I've never played chess before, but hey, it's a really cool idea. I love something like this out here. We've been talking about front porches, we've talked about covered porches, and now we're gonna talk about the open air patios. What's underfoot? What are we walking on? Because there are so many options today.
And when it comes to outdoor living, you can have plain concrete, but we're not getting a lot of requests for that anymore. We want more decorative. So out here we have a beautiful stamped concrete. It really dresses up the area. You could do a brick paver as well.
We have stenciled concrete. You said brick pavers. There could be flagstones. So many different options when you're talking about hard surfaces for your outdoor living areas. But what about if you don't have a nice flat area and you have to do a deck? What are we seeing with decks these days?
Well, we are people want low maintenance. They don't want to have to replace it every few years. They don't want to have to take care of it. So a composite deck like what we have up here is wonderful. It's easy. Just hose it off, clean it off. It's really easy. There's no staining or maintenance.
Absolutely. Now, I get a lot of people that know they want a composite deck, but I always ask them, well, what do you want for your railing? And people look at me because we haven't gone that far yet. And so there's a lot of options when it comes to railing. You could do glass railing, wrought iron, black, composite. So many different options. A cable railing. I keep thinking of so many more. But honestly, the railing makes the biggest difference on your deck, especially depending on your view. If you have a beautiful view, you might want to consider that glass or that cable railing so that you don't have any obstructions. If you have, maybe you're backing up to some woods, the composite railing would be totally fine. But you know what we're seeing a lot of? We're seeing a lot of decks that are adding screens around them too. So popular.
They are. It could be a fixed screen or it could be something like we have behind us that you just open and lower with a remote. For someone like me who attracts mosquitoes, that is a must. But Kayla, we also want to dress up these areas, and there's a lot of other things we can do to dress up the area. Of course, a fence. A lot of people want a fence, and those are really decorative now, so it's not going to take away from the beauty of your concrete or the deck that you did.
Or what about even a stone wall? If you're not doing a fence, having a privacy wall, that's beautiful.
All the natural features, even a water feature. It's so peaceful to sit out and hear the water feature as well.
There's so many ideas. Come to Granite Ridge because we have all the ideas for you. We can't wait to design your area. And Elizabeth, I hear a lot of people having some fun. I think we need to
let's go join them.
This outdoor area is so great. Well, today's show's been all about blending the indoor and outdoor elements together in home design, and what better way to do that is with furnishings.
Absolutely, and I'm telling you, half the time you can't tell that outdoor furniture is actually for the outdoors. It looks like it could belong inside.
I love this year's trends when it comes to colors in the outside. I love those earthy elements. We're getting those terracotta colors, those warm greens, warm blues, neutrals, things like that. It's beautiful, it's relaxing, because I think that's the biggest thing that everybody is striving for is relaxation and comfort.
Absolutely, and it's not just the furniture.
Right.
So you have all the accessories. You have the plants. Thank heavens that you can use fake plants outside too, because I tried really hard this year to put like some live plants. We're just gonna say it didn't go as well as I had hoped for.
We'll keep you with fake plants. It's okay.
Fake plants are great. Also, we've got rugs, we've got pillows. What other accessories? Even you can even have mirrors outside.
Absolutely.
Of course,
big clocks.
Yes, big clocks.
So cool.
Televisions, which I'm a huge fan of outdoors. I love to sit outside and watch TV. Music.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. That's huge. Well, what about the furnishings and the style of them? There's so many different options, and you can see almost every one of them here at the Monaco. We have rockers, we have recliners, we have the chase lounges, even poofs. I mean, you can do poofs outside, which is awesome, but these comfortable chairs here. We have bistro tables, so those high top areas, and then everything is becoming oversized. We have an oversized sectional, an oversized table to fit at least 8 to 12 people around, because again, we're entertaining, and you want to be able to have a lot of people and be able to enjoy the outdoors.
All of these are great trends, and of course our sister company Choice Designs can help anyone with creating their outdoor area in their own existing home.
Absolutely, we love to help create these outdoor fun finishing features from Granite Ridge and Choice Designs. Contact us because we have all of these ideas and more. We can't wait to finish off your space.
Man, Mike, that was a great hike.
It took it out of me.
You're
Holy
sweating.
cow, yeah.
I think Nolan's still sleeping in here.
Nolan, wake up!
Ah!
Get out of here, get out of here.
Go swimming. All right, Mike, well, we've got the tent set up here out at the Monaco. You can see the house right behind us. Camping is a very popular activity in the United States. Over 87 million people camp every year, and 32% of those people are actually going to be glamping. We're going to talk about what that is in a second. 50% are actually only camping no more than 100 miles away from home, and 8 million people are going to camp in their backyard.
Yeah, that popularity of camping in your own backyard has really spiked up because of convenience, safety, and honestly, it's just easier. Like you can just put up the tent, make your food out there, and then you have all of the conveniences of being inside your own home.
Right. How many times have we been camping and a rainstorm comes in and you're just huddled in that tent? Now if the rainstorm comes in, ruins your plans, just go back inside.
Yeah, might as well.
But okay, we talked about glamping, that word glamping. That's actually a portmanteau, which means we're combining two words together. And Mike, what are those two words?
Glamorous camping.
And so glamorous camping can take on a lot of different looks. If you get on Airbnb nowadays, you can see all sorts of glamping yurts and all sorts of things. Or it could be as simple as just camping in your backyard, but it just means that you've got some of those little things that just kind of take off, I don't know, just some of the inconvenience factor and let you have more time to just enjoy the experience.
So along those lines of glamping, Luke, some of the things that I like to do when we're camping out in the backyard, I love to set up a projector screen, set this big tablecloth up over our windows, and then we would have an outdoor movie night with the projector, have some popcorn, some sodas, and it's just a lot of fun and super convenient. Not as many of the hassles as going camping at a campground.
All right, well, I think Nolan's up there swimming, and you look like you
I'm
could
ready
use
to
a dip,
jump in
so
right now.
let's go.
I should take a shower, honestly.
Bring the inside out, and to enhance this idea of outdoor living typically requires a structure. And other than a front porch, which we've talked about on this show, typically that structure is on the back of the house, not necessarily attached, but on the back.
You know, one of the most popular ones that we do all the time is a covered veranda. Right. Literally just an extension of your house, has that roof on it. Sometimes it's a concrete floor. Sometimes it's a deck if you're over a basement, and like we are here in the Monaco, when you do that deck, a lot of times underneath you've got that underdeck drainage, so you can enjoy, like we are now, the underneath, and even if it's getting rained on.
It's probably our most popular, and it can be as little as maybe 8 by 10 to as big as whatever you want out there, because a lot of people are using those on a very regular basis. Another one is a pavilion. Now typically a pavilion is like a veranda. But a lot of times it's enclosed and it's typically not attached to the house. We've built some of these. We actually built a hexagon type, almost looks like a roller rink that people gather and the homeowner association gathers, which is really cool.
You also think of pergolas. Pergolas, that's an open area, usually away from the house a little bit, and it's got that kind of crisscross pattern above. It's not a full roof, but it's a more open area. I think of those and I think of having like some romantic lights, woven in there.
Right.
Not much of a romantic type, but still, that's what I think of.
And a lot of times those are an add-on. People can buy pergola kits, for example, because they're typically not attached to the house. Then there's also the greenhouse, which is becoming very, very popular. A lot of times these come as a kit. You can buy a greenhouse kit for as little as $3,000 or $4,000 to you can spend whatever you want on a greenhouse.
I would not have a greenhouse because I have not a green thumb. I would just kill the plants.
You need to stay on the front porch. But anyway, we've got a lot of options and we'd love to talk to you about that structure on your house. It's going to be a great gathering place for you and your family and the neighborhood. Come and talk to Granite Ridge Builders.
Okay, hey, this was good. We got to close, guys.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. We're really blessed here in Northern Indiana. God has given us an incredible creation and outdoors that we can take advantage of, and we love at Granite Ridge thinking about that when we build your new custom home.
So what were some of the favorite features of everybody here at the Monaco today? I think mine was definitely smoking Mike at pickleball.
It was
That
fun to
never
watch.
happened. That never happened.
We have video evidence.
Mine is the retractable screens because you can use this area 12 months out of the year. And for someone like me who attracts mosquitoes, I can actually be out here in the evening and enjoy the outdoors without getting eaten up.
And I have two. Got to talk about the irrigation. With this hot weather, all the plants and the lawn that we have out here, it's looking beautiful because of that irrigation. And then how about this patio furniture? Oh my goodness, I could sleep out here. This is beautiful.
Okay, that's just a little scary.
All right.
Too comfortable in here with everything. I have to agree with Elizabeth with this downstairs patio area because this can be used 12 months of the year. We have heaters in here. We have a TV. We've got a fireplace. I mean, just the downstairs basement area is just so nice.
And for me, probably the swim spa. Now, admittedly, I probably use it more for relaxation than exercise, but I still like it.
Well, you have to say this. Kitchens, outdoor kitchens definitely are trending. They're hot, they're great. I think we like the smoker, but there's a lot of other types of outdoor grilling, you name it.
Absolutely. And if you can't afford the kitchen, how about a fire pit? For a few $100s, you can create a wonderful place to do all kinds of wonderful things.
And we're really blessed by this house, the Monaco, and we certainly invite you to come out here. We're here every day, so we would love for you to come out here and see all of these great outdoor features. For now, we gotta go, so Kayla, can you close for us?
Absolutely. Thank you all so much for joining us today. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, please pick up the phone and give us a call. Visit our website, or even better yet, come out to the Monaco. We'd love to show you all about the outdoors.
I want a rematch.
No, I want to play.
You'd like to be outdoors more so than inside anyway.
Yeah, I like to just step out the door and be able to pee whenever I want.
Don't say that. Cut!
That's so good.
And the truth comes out.
I'd walk past the bathroom to go pee.
I don't know if we wanted to know this.
Tropical oasis in your backyard, a place where sometimes people want to take off their shoes.
Oh my goodness, you shouldn't have said that. I had already given her all your clothes. I'm not saying that. You threw me. I didn't know you actually were going to say that.
That was so good. Okay, guys, hey, we got to close.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's do that again.
I thought you were going to say
No,
something.
I did. I'm just going to say we're going to close.